Yaakov Avinu in Parashat Vayetze goes to Haran in order to find a wife, and Chumash tells us how Yaakov Avinu is by the well, and he sees that Rachel comes with the sheep, and he knows this is the one for him to be destined to marry. And the Chumash tells us the following, that Lavan had two daughters. The name of the older one was Leah, and the name of the younger one was Rachel. Ve'inei Leah rakot, Leah's eyes were tender. Ve'Rachel hayita yafat torah ve'yafat mareh, while Rachel was beautiful of form and beautiful of appearance. Yaakov loved Rachel, so he said, I'll work for you for 7 years, for Rachel bitcha Tana, your younger daughter. We have here the description, the physical description of both Leah Imenu and Rachel Imenu. It's a very interesting description. By Rachel Imenu we have the imagery of Yafat Torah, Yafat Mareh, the entirety of her being as being beautiful. But while Leah Imenu, it just focuses on the eyes. Ve'inei Leah rakot, they're tender, they're soft. On this, the Rashbam, Rashi's grandson, source 3 notes, Na'ot, they were beautiful. Ve'kala she'neha na'ot en kol gufa tzarich bdika. If a kal whose eyes are beautiful, then she doesn't have to, look beyond that. Ve'einayim shchorot einam rakot kilvanot. Dark eyes are not as soft as light eyes. And in fact, different Mefarshim point out that because Leah Imenu had, lighter eyes, lighter color eyes, she wasn't a shepherdess, because we know one with the lighter color eyes have to be careful of the effects of the sun on them. So therefore, Rachel Imenu, even though she was the younger one, she was the one that went out as a shepherdess, and not Rachel, not Leah. So according to the Rashbam, Ve'nei Leah Rakot is really parallel to that Rachel was Yafat Torah, Yafat Mareh, that both of them were beautiful. By Leah Imenu, we're just focusing on the eyes. These beautiful, soft color eyes is a determination factor of her entire beautiful being. By Rachel Imenu, it describes the entire Yafat Torah, Yafat Mareh, the entire sense of beauty. That's one approach. The more well-known approach is that of Rashbam's grandfather of Rashi, who quotes from the Medrash. And it's this Medrash that I'd like to raise, Mirz Hashem, as we've done in the past, a number of questions. Try to be able to uncover layer by layer some of the answers with an eye, with no pun intended, on messages for our lives. Ve'nei Leah Rakot, source 2. Why were her eyes tender? Because she wept constantly in prayer that she would not have to marry Esav. People used to say that since Rivka had 2 sons and Lavan 2 daughters, the elder daughter would be married to the elder son, while the younger daughter was destined to marry the younger son. And until her eyelashes literally fell out, Neha, from crying so much. Let's raise a number of questions. First question we need to ask ourselves is, it would seem that, and in fact, as the Medrash points out, great is prayer. Let's continue into, for Leah's prayer brought about annulment of the decree that she marry Esav, and even allowed her to marry Yaakov and have children with him. So the first question we have, not necessarily in any order, is the Megid Yosef Rav Saratsky. And how does this Medrash stem with what we have later on in Parashat Vayishlach, that Yaakov Avinu is punished for not giving Dinah to Esav. So here, not only is Leah not punished for not wanting to marry Esav, right, that she could have brought him back to Tshuva, but in fact, she's rewarded. She gets to marry Yaakov. So while Yaakov Avinu is being punished for not giving Dinah, it seems that Leah is being rewarded for not wanting to marry Esav and make him into a Baal Tshuva. How do we reconcile these two midrashim? That's one question we have. Another question we have is, well, which one is it? Were her eyes beautiful, or her eyes, puffy and sad, and she looked ugly for her crying? Is Rashi's approach the way Leah Imenu looked, or is the Rashbam's approach the way Leah Imenu looked? Like with the real Leah Imenu's looks, please stand up. That's our second question. Our third question is a grammatical question. Veinei Leah Rakod seems to be present, and now her eyes are soft. V'Rachel hayita yafat Torah v'yafat mareh, and Rachel was, past tense, beautiful. And now she's not beautiful? When was she beautiful? What does that mean? Why isn't it both found in the same tense, a parallel in this pasuk? And perhaps the greatest question that we have to ask, similar to last week, we saved the big for the end, is we know, Shari Chaim asked this question in source 5, that a bat kol comes out and says, Baploni leploni, so-and-so should marry so-and-so. And we know that every person has, as Vasils Bavava or Eisenberger in source 6 knows, every person has their tafkid, their job that is tailor-made for them. And nobody else can do that job, right? Every person is created in the